So hey, what's going on? It's a rainy day today, and I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I thought I would just show y'all how I go about doing it. We're going to string up my spinning reel. I've had some problems with the line on this reel for some odd reason. So anyway, I've been wanting to do this for a regular while anyway. I've always been a monofilament guy, and I'm gonna go braid and see how this works. Now, it's to my understanding, you know, that you're supposed to run mono first because you get like line slippage because the braid is too slick on the reel when you first do it. So what I'm going to do is this line that the line that I have is strand, which is what I grew up with. It's what I've always used. But for some reason, this line is not that old and it keeps breaking for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this reel right here, and I really like this reel, but I kind of hate it, and I found out the reason why I hate it. I actually got this off of, I think it was Amazon. It's a Crossfire, and yeah, I couldn't tell you too much about it. But anyway, it's I like the way it feels like this. Now my problem was I had it on a two, and I found this out this weekend. I had it on too short of a rod, so I stuck it on a longer rod, and I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with this reel for a while, and I quit using it. Well, this weekend me and my wife went do some shore fishing. She doesn't like my boats, so but she likes to fish, so we got her a license and did some shore fishing at a park, and I carried this, and on a spin beetle the line snapped when I went to cast it. Now that has been a big problem with this, even with the line being brand new, and I don't know why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-spool this, and as you can see, I've got a lot on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse this mono that's on here just as a backer, and then this is what we're putting on it. I'm going to put this, of course they got a sticker over it, but it's Sufix Advanced, and let's see if I can get this sticker off. It's probably not going to come off. Oh, maybe. Here you go. This is what I'm putting on it, and it's a green color. I think they call it neon lime. Just thought it would be better to be able to see. And I got some more of this. I got some more of this, and 4 pound, well, it's not really 4 pound, it's whatever, for my smaller rods. I'm gonna end up doing this to all of my rods, but this is the main one right now that I want to get done. So yeah, this is 40 pound. It's equivalent to 10 pound mono. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to run. Now here's where it comes in. Some people say it's not necessary to do this, and that is to have a fluorocarbon leader, and I'm going with the Sufix. I'm getting away from the strand, and this is a clear. And the reason they say that you really need to do this is because they say the fish can see the braid. So I don't know, I'm gonna try this. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a very good knot tire, and I'm gonna give myself probably, I'm guessing, well, a rod's length, 2 rod lengths is what I'm gonna do. In other words, I'm gonna come all the way down to here so that it doesn't go into you know, the bail itself. So I'm going to have that much, and for the rod length, and then enough to come down, and we'll see how that works out. Some people say you can just run straight braids, not a big deal. They say that this is just so that you can sell more mono, or fluorocarbon is what I'm going with, fluorocarbon. And this is 14-pound test, which, you know, I'll never get close to catching anything that big anyway. So that's what we're going with today. And I'm going to strip this off. I have a line stripper, but I cannot find it. So I'm going to do this by hand. I'm not going to sit here and show you all that. So we're going to bring you back. So hey, I lied. I took all the line off. As I was taking this line off, I could feel the roughness in this line. And I don't know why I didn't notice that when I put it on. But like I said, the line that was on it was not that old, or I didn't think it was. Maybe it's older than I thought. You know, I'm getting old, my mind's slipping. I also found out, I kind of looked up, and I'll put the specs on this thing. This is actually a Diawa, however it's pronounced. No one, you know, that's why I like it so much, I guess. I'm usually a Shakespeare guy, but this thing is like super smooth, man. I mean, it's kind of a fast action. I want to say it's 5.3 to 1 or something, or 5.5. I'll look it up and put the specs in the but I mean, it's like, look at that, super quiet. But yeah, I didn't realize it was a Diawa. I just bought it as a cross tour on Amazon. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this strand as a backer, and I've kind of went over this, and this feels pretty good. So I don't know, maybe I got some crappy line or something last time, but like I said, maybe it's been on there older. But even when I got down to the bottom of the spool, it was really rough when you know, stretch your fingers across it. So anyway, this is what we're going to load this with. I bought this from Amazon. The guy that I follow on YouTube, One Cast, One Fish. Appreciate it, dude. This thing's a game changer. Trying to do this by yourself can be a pain. I used to do it with a pencil, holding it with my feet. And yeah, he recommended this thing, and I think he's got a video. I'll go back if I can find his video. I'll link it in the description down in the bottom. But I got this from Amazon. I think it's called Fishy Fun. It's a speed line spooler, and yeah, this is what we're going to use. So yeah, we'll open this up, and I've used this before. Well, look here. Look what I found. This is how I take my line off. I made this. I just took a bolt and stuck it through a bottle cap, and stuck it through there and put a nut on it. This goes in a drill, and then you screw this onto your water bottle, on a, you know, empty water bottle, tie your line onto it, just spin it right off. I guess I stuck it in this line spooler and forgot where I put it. So yeah, that's a simple deal right there, man. To get your line off real quick when you're changing the line on multiple rods, just put that in a drill and done. Yeah, don't have to sit here 15 minutes spooling it off by hand. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how this thing goes together, and we're gonna put some line on. So how this goes together is you got this piece here, and you put your rod, not your rod, your reel in this piece and screw it down. And then this piece here fits on like this, so that when you're reeling, this spins around and put your line on. These are spring loaded, and they hold your line spool, and there's a tensioner knob here that puts tension on the spool to hold it, and there's a tension knob here to keep this from spinning while you're getting everything set up. So basically that's what makes it turn. Then you put this down to keep it from turning, and then this is a tension knob for the spool itself. So we're gonna go ahead and get this mono, and you got these bushings. These are bushings right here that you use to put on the like this is gonna go in the bigger line like this. See that? And then the balls set in this piece here and spin it around. And this one will go in this line like so. And then the line sets on these balls right here. This bushing sits on the ball and holds it in place like that. Yeah. So yeah, we get this set up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our bail. We're just going to tie a knot in this. And we're just going to double knot it. We'll cut the tag off. Shut our bail. Make sure it's in the right position. Just like that. I'll tighten this down just a little bit. And I'm just going to fill this this up to where I can't see this little red part right here. And then we'll go and put the braid on. And basically this thing twists, and it's supposed to keep you from getting line twist. All right, we're going to go with that. And give me a little extra here. I'm just going to wrap this around my handle there for the time being. Now is going to come the difficult part for me. Tying these two lines together. So we're going to attempt to do this here. I'm going to show y'all. Attempt to show y'all we're going to do a knot. I want to leave you enough tag in. We're just going to do this 1, 2, 3 times. You can't even see. Basically, I wound it 3 times. And then we're going to tighten this down. To where it twists like that. Just like that. Now the tag end is to the right. So we're going to come in from the right with our braid. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this. Because I can't really see it through the, I can't do it through the lens. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not that coordinated. We're going to come through one hole, and then we're going to go through the other hole. Like so. So that we look like this. And of course it's not going to focus on it. There we go. So we came in through this hole and back through this hole, and then we're going to cinch this down, the mono, just to snug it. And then we're going to pull. We're going to take this line and we're going to loop it like so. We're going to loop it and pinch it. And then we're going to go through these, both of these lines. We're going to wrap it around both of these lines. Oh, I'm going to say 9 times. I should have got me a longer piece. See, this takes me forever to do this. Actually, probably don't need to do 9 because this is going down in the reel. And then you're going to pull this line like so until you get something that looks like that. I wish I could get in closer. And then you're going to take this end and you're going to pull each line to where it comes together like so. And that is how you tie mono to braid. And then you want something like that. And then you cut your tags off and there you go. So, yeah. Now the bad part is, wish I could get a better look. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. It's probably not the most perfect. I need a good pair of scissors. I go outside and get my ones out of my toolbox, but it's pouring down raining. I don't know how this braid's gonna cut. I've never cut braid before. It doesn't. Wow. Alright, let me get a pair of, see what a pair of toenail cutters does. Well, dang, Skippy. I tell you what, that's insane. The hell do you cut this stuff with? Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this is running this through your guides. I'm not really too cool about that, but I don't know. We'll see. Like I say, this is new to me. I thought I would try this. And then we will continue on. Alright, I got my line all spooled up there. So now we're just going to attempt to cut this. I'll tell you what, I don't know what I'm going to have to get to cut this. Let me get another pair of scissors. Maybe I just got some shitty scissors. I'll tell you what, you use braid, you better have some damn sharp scissors. This is some tough ass stuff. The other reason I wanted to go with braid is because of line twist strength, which, God, I'll never break this stuff. And the other reason they say that you need to run, or the reason some people say you need to run a fluorocarbon is because braid doesn't give. It has no stretch. And fluorocarbon and mono does. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't see. I'm gonna have to get me a good pair of scissors or something, because I know I'm not gonna have anything that's gonna cut this. So anyway, we're gonna string this up now. I'm not gonna show y'all me doing this all over again. Basically, I'm just gonna tie this onto this spool, and then I'm going to take off probably about 15 feet of fluorocarbon, I'm guessing, and then I'll just cut it back from there. So hey, what's going on? I've been trying to wrap this video up for a while now, but the weather's just been so bad. Actually, you can look behind me and see we just had a rainstorm come plowing through here. But I wanted to see how these rods cast since I put braid on these, and I thought the best way to do it is to just come on over here to my local pond. It's not my pond, it's actually a pond, belongs to the county, and see how I'm sorry, I'm watching where I'm walking, and see how the casting does. This is actually a park right next to where I live. I mean, it's not even just a hop, skip, and a jump, but I don't come here that often because basically there's no fish in it. But I thought I would just practice some casting, so let me turn y'all around here. This is what it looks like. It's not very big, but they've been doing some construction or something over here. But yeah, it is Courthouse Park Pond, and they actually show you where fishing structures are and everything. They want you to take all the sunfish out, but the problem is people don't do that. They take all the bass out. So there's not a lot in here, but I figured I would just come over here. It's actually drizzling, but I wanted to see how these rods did with the braid. I keep repeating myself, but so yeah, let's see how these things cast. Well, as far as casting further, I don't see where it casts that much further than the fluorocarbon that I had on here. But it's coming off the spool pretty good, and it's not getting caught in the guides, so that's a good thing. Let's try this one here and see what this does. See how this one casts. This is the one that I was really trying to figure out. Like I said, I don't think it casts any further though.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, so I don't know if y'all could hear me because I had the camera set up a little ways away, but I don't think it casts any better or any further than what I'm used to casting with the fluorocarbon or the mono, depending on which rod I had. But it goes through the guides fine, which was my main concern. So yeah, we'll see how it does out on the water in real life conditions, assuming I catch a fish. But yeah, so yeah, stick around. Like I say, I've been trying to get out on the water, and then recently I just found that my trailer was broke. So you see a video on that here soon. The where the trailer gate meets the bottom of the trailer, it's cracked. The metal has, and I don't know how I did it, but anyway, we're going to end this video. I'm pretty happy with how it casts and everything, and so we're going to continue on. Alrighty, thanks all for watching. Keep on fishing.